Hey folks, this week's sketching video is going to be a little bit different than videos of the past. Chris Wong from Flair Woodworks, also on Woodchat, very talented artistic woodworker from Vancouver, started the Woodchat telephone game design experiment. And basically what it is he started with a design of this particular table and passed it along to the next person. Each person down the line has influenced the table in some way, making their own changes. And let me go through all these images real quick. And this is the last image so far. So I have the opportunity to modify Brian's design here and make it a little bit of my own. Now obviously this is done on graph paper, which is fine, but I'm going to modify mine, modify it in SketchUp. So I've taken it upon myself to somewhat get his design down to the best of my ability from this drawing. So if it's a little bit different, my apologies, but this is where I'm going to start. Alright, first let me just talk about this and what I'm trying to accomplish here. I like the horseshoe top. I like the multiple layers here, but I want this bottom one to have the same perimeter as the top for more surface area, a little bit more functionality to it. I'm not a big fan of curves at all in my work pieces, probably because I don't have a bandsaw. Maybe that may change if I get a bandsaw, but right now I'm really liking straight, bold look pieces, so that's what I'm going to go for here. I'm just going to draw it in place and remove as I go. So R for rectangle, let's draw this new top. Dimensions say that is 6 left to right, 1 tall. I think that's alright. So P for push pull, let's push it this way. 19 inches, enter, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, M for move, control brings up copy, set one over here into this other side, and now I can select the old one and delete it. This gives me a nice corner perimeter of the top that I'm working with. Now I drug this along the along the red axis, so I need to flip it along the red, and I want the same width, so I'm just going to Q for rotate, and control brings up copy, set one like so, M for move, let's move this into the piece. And if you've watched any of my other stuff, you've probably seen these half lap joints coming, so that's what I'm going to be using. Right click and you are unique. Now I can edit this part, P for push pull from here over to this edge and start drawing in my half laps. I want this piece to be shown on top, and I want this piece to be shown on bottom. So let's cut away the top right here. R for rectangle from this corner to this corner, P for push pull, let's push it down. Half of one is 0.5 inches, enter. R for rectangle from this corner to this corner, P for push pull, and I can double click to repeat my last push pull measurement. Let's edit this part and let's go over here. R for rectangle from here to here, P for push pull, let's push this all the way to the back right there. Let's go over to this side, and actually I forgot these are copies, so what I just did here updated over here, which is nice. I'm going to delete this shelf here and draw the next one in. R for rectangle from this corner to here, having the same perimeter. There we go. P for push pull, let's push it up 1 inches, enter, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Now I can M for move, and let's move this one down, and then move it down again with a spacing of 2.5 inches, enter. And that's pretty much what I'm going for with these size. This will give a nice usable surface area to slide papers back and forth if you are using this as a work surface. So I really like that. Now I can delete half of this side so I can work on it. The legs, I'm going to use a rectangle on this face that is 1.5, comma 1.5, enter. P for push pull, and I'm going to push it down, referencing off the bottom of the other leg for my height. I want a nice big bold taper on here. So the top is a 1.5 inch square, and I want the bottom to be a 3 inch square. So let's select this edge here, and for move, let's push it out along the green axis 1.5 inches, enter. Let's select this edge here, M for move, let's push it out 1.5 inches along the red axis. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. M for move, control brings up copy, set one over here. We drove it along the green, so I can right click and flip it along the green, and I can also right click and say you are unique. You are no longer a front leg, you are a back leg. Let's edit these parts here for the cutouts. R for rectangle, let's draw this. P for push pull, let's push it down 0.5 inches, enter. back up. Let's push that down 1 inches. Enter. There we go. Now let's K for my hidden lines and edit this part. R for rectangle from this corner to this inside corner. With K for hidden lines, it's very handy to draw on parts without hiding the pieces. So P for push pull, let's push this face down until it is removed. And let's do the same thing over here. I'm going to remove my hidden lines here. R for rectangle from here to here, P for push pull. Let's double click to repeat. I'm sorry, I need to back up. P for push pull. Let's go 1 inches. Enter. There we go. Let's edit this part. R for rectangle from this corner to here. P for push pull, and I can double click to repeat my 1 inch. R for rectangle from here back to here. P for push pull. Double click to repeat my 1 inch. There we go. Now before I copy the left legs and put them into the right legs, I'm going to delete this side and also add this stretcher along the bottom. T for tape measure, let's go up 4 inches from the bottom. Let's go up 1.5 inches from that line. And because these are angled faces on the outside, I have to use alpha line and just draw it in as opposed to using R for rectangle. There it is, P for push pull. Let's push it in 0.75 inches. Enter. Let's spin around alpha line from here to here. I'm drawing a half lap joint, and it's easier to draw it half at a time. So P for push pull. Let's draw the other half, 0.75 inches. Enter. Spacebar, triple click, G for component. Enter. Let's spin this around and edit this leg. Alpha line from here to here, from here to here. P for push pull. Let's push this in 0.75 inches. Enter. Let's edit this and do the same thing. Alpha lines, draw the rest of this half lap. P for push pull, and double click to repeat my last push pull measurement. So I can delete my guidelines here, and I've got a nice half lapped joint right there. So let's go with T for tape measure, and let's draw another line 1.5 inches above that. So I can copy these legs. And for move, control brings up copy from one side to the other. I need to right click, flip it along the red, that's the direction I drove it across, put it in place like so. Let's edit my little shelf here before I forget about it. K for hidden lines. R for rectangle from here to this intersection right there. P for push pull, let's push this down 1 inch, enter. Go to the back, do the same thing. R for rectangle from here to there. P for push pull, let's push this down 1 inch, enter. K to remove my hidden lines. Now let's draw this bottom stretcher over here. T for tape measure, let's go up again 1.5 inches, enter. Alpha line, and again we'll just connect the dots. P for push pull, let's push it back 0.75 inches, enter. Spin it around. Alpha line from here to here. Here to here. P for push pull, let's push this back 0.75 inches, enter. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Delete my guidelines, and because both of these are back legs, I just need to edit one of them for the half lap. Alpha line from here to here, from here to here. P for push pull, let's push this in 0.75 inches, enter. And it updated nicely over here. So that's pretty much the structure that I'm going with, but this looks awfully bland. And I'm going for a work surface here for writing and whatnot, so I don't want my papers to be falling back. So let's put some decorative square dowels, pegs, whatever you want to call them, along here. So R for rectangle, and let's go with 0.5 inches, enter. Whoops. Let's back up and do that again. 0.5, comma, 0.5, enter. Use a window to select just this, and for move, and let's move it into the part 0.25 inches, enter. P for push pull, let's push this up to this face, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. For move, control brings up copy. They're a ½ inch wide, and I want a 1 inch spacing, so let's move it 1.5 inches along the green axis, and let's duplicate that by say 9. So X9, enter. That's not enough. X10, enter. That's the good number. And to make this the spacing symmetrical, I can find out that I have a ½ inch over here, so let's go to this direction and use a window to select only the columns. M for move, and let's move them the green direction, 0.25 inches, enter. So now I've got a nice spacing left to right. And let's see, M for move, control brings up copy. Let's just copy these over there arbitrarily. Spin to this side, and let's copy or move them back onto this edge, and then move them once again 1/4 of an inch. So now they are symmetrical with this side as well. I want to make them in the back, and I've already got a bunch drawn, so I can go Q for rotate from this point, and control brings up copy. Just going to drop them off over there. M for move, let's move them along the green direction so they are on this face, and then move it again 1/4 of an inch. Need to finish this off, so let's just select one, M for move, control brings up copy, and I'm just going to use this as a reference, setting it side by side, and then X15, enter. Not enough. X19, enter. That's enough, but I've got a alternate spacing here, so D for dimension. That's a custom shortcut. You can't use D for dimension unless you specify. But anyway, I've got 3/4 of an inch over here, 1/4 of an inch on the other side. So let's select only these by using a window. Make sure I didn't get this one over here. That's correct. M for move, and let's move it along the red direction this way, 0.25 inches, enter. So that's pretty much the design I'm going with. I like this. It's strong. The outside tapered legs give it a nice bold look, and it's functional. I've got a nice shelf right here to do some type of paperwork on. My paper's not going to be falling in the back or in the sides. Of course, I could put my pens and picture frames and all my decorations up here without restricting workspace surface. So I really like this. And just to add some color to everything, let's see if I can't select only these pieces. Like so. Alright, now let's go to the paint bucket tool. Let's go to colors and drop some dark gray on there. And select everything else by using a crossing and then manually adding. And let's make that wood. So there we go. A nice bold looking structurally sound functional table. Anyway, that's my design changes. I hope you enjoyed. This is a fun little exercise in figuring out what you do and don't like. And thanks for watching.